The wind is messing up the whole hairstyle I have for you guys today. Hold on. There we go. Hey you guys, I'm outside. If you're new to my channel, my name is Soya. If you're not new, hey again, hey friends, how you doing? It's actually a very pretty day outside. Say it. Wake up to the rap music. Give me a thumbs up if you like the side swoop. So the reason why I've been like wearing my hair to the side like this is because, you know, I usually wear my hair on my forehead and stuff like that, but it causes me to break out a little bit between working out. Okay, you guys, so today's video, we're going to be talking about pros and cons of starting your Sisterlocks with short hair versus starting your Sisterlocks with long hair. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of obvious, and it's cost. Obviously, if you have longer hair versus shorter hair, it's going to take longer for the installment for your Sisterlocks to be installed. When I first came to my loctician, I had longer hair, and what made me chop my hair off right away was the price. She was like, oh, if you want to chop off at least $1,000 of how much it's going to cost to install your hair, you're gonna have to cut 6 inches of your hair. I wasn't as excited when I had to cut my hair, but I was just thinking about the financial benefits and my health benefit to my hair, so it wasn't that much of a big problem for me. But that's the most obvious difference as far as like the con. It's going to be more expensive. Certain locticians, they have a base fee for doing your hair, like how much it'll cost already at a certain length by the inches of hair that you have, but then every inch over their base fee of the base inches that they have, they're gonna give you an extra charge. Like for my loctician, I think it was like 100, maybe a little, it was either 100 plus or 100 at least, you know, per inch of hair added on to the base inches of hair. And I had like 12 inches of hair, so I had cut 6 inches, which was kind of like the base for her, like 6 to 7 inches. So had I stayed and left my hair in there, it would have probably been $600 more, which saved me a lot of money. Now, the cost difference in starting your Sisterlocks with the shorter hair versus you having the longer hair kind of goes into talking about how much time it takes for your hair to get installed when you have longer hair versus the shorter hair. The reason why they, you know, charge more money for you to get your Sisterlocks installed if you have longer hair is because it requires more time. There's more of the hair that needs to be locked, so it's going to take more time. So think about it. If somebody has twice as long hair as me, it's going to probably take twice as long time for their installation for their Sisterlocks. And it took me I feel like there's other factors that go into it, don't get me wrong, as far as like your hair texture and everything like that, and how thick your hair is or how thin your hair is and everything like that, because that determines your grid, how many locks there are and stuff. But if somebody were to have twice as long hair as me, it took me at least a day, maybe a day and a half total, just counting hours for me to get my head installed. So it probably would have taken somebody sitting down for maybe 3 days for them to get their hair installed if they had twice as much hair as me. Another thing that I've noticed, I have a Sisterlocks sister, and I have Sisterlocks sisters actually, but I noticed that when you start your hair longer for Sisterlocks compared to like shorter for Sisterlocks, it's gonna take a longer time for your hair to lock when you have longer hair, because there's more hair that needs to be mature, and it matures from the ends to the root. And if you have short hair, it's easier for your hair to mature, and it's gonna happen faster compared to you having longer hair because it's gonna travel longer. Another thing that I've noticed when you start your Sisterlocks with longer hair versus shorter hair is that you're going to experience more shrinkage with longer hair versus shorter hair. Shorter hair, when you cut your hair short, it's like in its natural state, that's the shortest it could basically get compared to when it's in its long state. It could shrink severely, and most of your length is going to go away within those 1 to 2 to 3 months. Now, it also depends on your hair texture and what type of hair you have, because, you know, 4C shrinks faster and it's more severe, their shrinkage, compared to like a 4A type hair or something like that. But that's going to be for another video. I'll talk about another video as far as like the differences in Sisterlocks and what goes on with Sisterlocks when you have different hair types. So some of the pros, I know I was saying a lot of cons, but I'm not saying, you know, starting your Sisterlocks is better with short hair versus longer hair. I'm just letting you know from my experience what I've noticed Most of the people that I'm friends with that have Sisterlocks, they started their Sisterlocks when they were longer. But a pro to having Sisterlocks when your hair starts at longer is that you have more flexibility for hairstyles that you can do. You don't have to just leave your hair the way it is and just like flip it left to right, middle part, or in your face. You could actually do ponytails, you could do braiding hairstyles and twist hairstyles. You have way more variety and flexibility compared to having short hair. But that's, you know, in the real world too. The loose natural hair and permed hair, it's the same thing. When it comes to maintaining your hair and detangling it and stuff like that, it's gonna take a little bit more time and effort to like detangle your longer hair if you have longer Sisterlocks compared to shorter hair, because shorter hair I could just basically run my fingers through and stuff like that. But when you have longer hair, you have to really take your time to separate each strand from the root to the ends of your hair. Just simple things that you could probably keep in mind when you have longer Sisterlocks versus shorter Sisterlocks when you're starting. When your hair is wet, it's going to be heavier compared to shorter Sisterlocks. It's going to take a longer time to dry your hair versus having shorter Sisterlocks. It is. I hope this video, I think that was pretty much it, but I hope this video was really helpful for anybody who is about to start their Sisterlock journey, or somebody who's already in their journey. I don't think one is better than the other. I think both of them are beautiful. I was just sharing this information with you guys because it might be helpful. If there's any other differences that you guys kind of notice, you guys could put it in the comments to kind of help somebody out that is contemplating on getting Sisterlocks and how to start them off. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to my channel and putting comments down below, because it's really been helping my content grow and I really appreciate it. I'm almost to 900 subscribers and I feel very like blessed and thankful for everybody who has been giving me the support that you have been giving me. Where I'm at may not seem big to some people, but I didn't think I was gonna be where I was, you know, when I first started going on this journey. So I appreciate it. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys next time.